2. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ron Harris Muscle Channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, ring that bell. 2024 Olympia, the 60th anniversary edition of Olympia is over. And wow, we are just all in shock, in awe, happy, just a whole mixed bag of emotions. Giles, the title went back to the UK. Samson Dauda won. This is the first time in 27 years since Dorian retired. And Ryan Terry just got his second men's physique title, too. So UK kicking some ass tonight. Typically, it's USA or Brazil. I think Samson winning. You see the results there in the bottom. Samson, Hadi, Derek, Martin, Andrew. Judges do the right thing these days, guys. In the old days, Derek would have won back in the old days. He would not have gotten third place. Someone could have looked way better than them, and they still wouldn't have won the show back in the old days. It's not politics anymore. It's not who you know, who you blow. It's none of that, man. It's legit, and congratulations to Samson. Guys, does this feel to you kind of like when Sean Roden beat Phil Heath back in 2018?
They said, and knew I literally, Manny's sleeping. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I jump up like this and scream and go, and just scream like I did in 2018. It's like, I call it like Camelot, right? Like everything's right in the sport. We're all happy. You know, it's just a new Olympia. And a guy that worked a full-time effing job is Mr. Olympia, and his wife prepped him.
Yeah.
You can't write a better story, bro.
Dude. Yeah, a lot of people wrote him off as soon as he left Milos. Like especially once he announced his wife was going to be his coach. So many people were like, he is so screwed. He's done. He's done. After we saw him in France, I didn't think he was going to make up enough ground to be able to win the Olympia in that amount of time, 13 days. When I saw him at that press conference 2 days ago, I'm like, no. I didn't think he was going to make top 5. But shit, man. Wow. Congratulations, Samson. He did it. He did it, man.
And he only got to Vegas on Monday and then didn't sleep for 24 hours. And that's why I was saying that's why he shouldn't have done France. He should have been out here 2 weeks ago in Vegas, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? He was the most improved. He looked big. He was aesthetic. I mean, we've always, like, all the time we've been bodybuilding fans, did we ever think we'd see like an aesthetic 300-pound guy on stage? Because now we finally find, because he's kind of like he's like a bigger version of Roden, but Roden was 238 when he won the Olympia in 2018.
Yeah.
So to see this, I just, oh God.
It's a 300-pound tall man. And we were all saying this could be the year the standard changes and we have a new type of Mr. Olympia. We've had shorter guys for the past few years. Well, that's not true. Army wasn't short. This is we haven't had a guy 6 foot or over since 1980 when Arnold won in his comeback 44 years ago. So, you guys out there, Giles is one of them, 6 foot and taller guys. You've got your champ. The era of the short men, at least for now, is over. Samson
and AJ will be happy.
And do you know his first ever media interview was with me and AJ for Global.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, AJ was the one that was pushing him the most, as being I was like, yeah, he's good. Because I remember I wrote that article for MD last year, and I said, and I put in there, and because Milos called me out on it, and he said, oh, he called me a Samson hater. I said, well, I said, what do you mean? He goes, you just said something, because basically I said I thought Samson was going to be good, but I didn't think he would be as good as quick as he was.
Yeah,
like I thought it would take longer for him to really get going, and I didn't see that as hate at all. But so yeah, I'm so happy we've got a tall new Mr. Olympia now, and I'm glad that. And Hadi, did you see how happy Hadi looked?
Oh yeah, I mean, for a guy that just lost, didn't get his title back, I thought, because you could see Derek was just crushed. He looked just crestfallen.
But you know what? I hate to say it, but I would have had no argument if Martin had beaten, because when Martin was next to Derek, he was taking him in some of the side shots, the rear lat spread. He was matching him. He was in just a good position. He was thicker than Derek. For me, Derek's arms looked like everything had got bigger, but the arms didn't. And like in some of his shots, his arms looked thin. I don't know. It just didn't look right. I thought he just when he was hitting those front shots, I didn't gasp like I did the year before, the year in 2022, and I didn't draw breath the same way. The back shots were impressive, but and the legs look a little bit down from the front. But at the end of the day, he's got an Olympia title. Hadi's got an Olympia title. Now Samson has got an Olympia title. So, wow, yeah. I'm just in shock. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy for Samson Marlena. It's just wow, incredible.
So do the math. 27. How many Mr. Olympias we had now? 2017 was Heath. 2018 was Rowan.
Brandon was 15th. Brandon was 15. So Rami was 16. Hadi was 17. Derek was 18. And Samson's the 19th Mr. Olympia, a man in the 60-year history since 1965. Mr. Olympia.
We've had seven different guys win it in the last 8 years. 7. It's changed hands 7 times in that amount of time. Wow. So
unbelievable. Just to think 2 years ago, he drove all the way up just to do an interview for Global. I put him at the same hotel where I put Ronnie and Phil and Andrew Jack and I put him. He drove all the way up just to do that, just to sit in the studio and do an episode of Global with me.
Wow! And the crowd was chanting his name, bro. You hear the crowd chanting Samson. The crowd was chanting Samson's name.
Yeah.
When him and Hadi were up there.
I didn't hear that.
It was just though. It's just I think it resonates. I think for me, at least for me, just the blue collar background, having a job, and then becoming Mr. Olympia is just because that's. For 99% of the people in this world will never be Mr. Olympia. Most of we all got to work. But for a guy to go, he was in a hotel room. I remember watching this doing push-ups.
Korea.
In his room in Korea. Dude, that's a different level of commitment, dedication that most don't have. And like you said, Giles, Derek was hurt, right? But it didn't have his when he walked out last year, I was like, oh my God, it's done. But I didn't have that same freak out factor. Like you said, the shock factor, the front double, he got bigger, but it didn't look right. It just, the extra weight wasn't, and his demeanor wasn't like last year. Last year, it was just, he was fighting. It was just like, I want this title, but it was just very reserved. And he kind of tried to do at the end of the show that kind of rah-rah, but it wasn't there. You know what I mean? So it just, it's like,
it didn't look right. The frontal bicep didn't look like it did in 22, it just, or 23. Right. It didn't look.
But he's not done. People, I'm sure they're going to be, he's done. Listen, it's one show, but people put so much emphasis on this one show and like time keeps going, man. Time's going.
The prize money.
Yeah, the prize money. So let me tell guys.
You know what? They kept that quiet. I thought that was really cool. Because everyone's been like Arnold, everyone's been giving them shit, everyone's been giving them flack for it. Oh, look, Arnold's giving $500K away, and then they left it right to the last minute, and then they just went boom, $600K, 250 second prize. So that is absolutely that's incredible. So so there's a real war going on now between the Arnolds and the Olympians.
Arnold's not gonna be outdone, bro. I can guarantee Arnold's he's got an ego and he's competitive. Now listen. You think he could go to $1 million? Just say screw it. Because Jake said that.
Not that far off.
Mike, let it happen because the only people who benefit are the athletes.
Yep.
So let them do it.
Promoters get paid. I would love $1 million prize money. If everybody doesn't do it, if that's even for $500,000, bro, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a house. You're getting a house.
Exactly. But you know what will happen? If it goes to $1 million, Samson will go and do that as well.
I guarantee it.
He will.
Why not?
He'll be like, fuck it, I'm going to win everything. I'm going to go to the Arnold, Olympia, and then they'll keep outbidding each other, and it's
a good time for the sport, man. It's a good time to be a pro bodybuilder because you have so many opportunities, options to make money. It's a good. We're in a good place finally.
Yeah. So we thought it was going to take a while for the Olympia to match the prize money because the Arnold announced they were 400 just like the Olympia. Did they move up to 500 this year?
No,
it's for next year. They said they were going to do it for 2025. So we're like, oh, will the Olympia do that? Will they match
I worked out. I was looking at how many people watching the live stream, and I times that by $75. And I checked at the start when probably it was still more people to come on. And it worked out at $480,000 just for the live stream revenue.
Yeah, well, they need that money because they spend a lot of money.
They're making the money. Do you know what I mean? That's why they have to stay hot on this YouTube thing and everything up because it's big money, And the thing is, some of these sponsors, I know that they're putting big money. These big main sponsors, So The only thing was that venue didn't look very big. It didn't look as big as the Orleans. The Orleans used to hold like thousands. It looked quite small, the venue. So that's the only well, kind of not negative observation. I don't know how many tiers there was up ahead, but my God. And also Bumstead, man. I mean, he just looked absolutely phenomenal. And you called it about saying he was going to. We both said, didn't we? Said we think he's going to get 6 and then he's going to retire.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that was a shock, but it wasn't, you know.
But
I said that a year ago, and people said, "No, he's not going to retire. I don't think that's ridiculous." He did.
But he's such a good dude, and his speech. Listen, man, like it motivates me. He's such a lovable guy, right? But now, does Classic take a dip because he's not there anymore? Like, is it still as popular? Is Mike Sommerfeld and Ramon and Urge? Do they draw the same kind of passion and insanity that Chris does?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to say. I mean, obviously he's far more popular than any of them. I mean, Ramon's massively popular mainly within his own country. I'd say Bumstead has far more universal appeal than Ramon. And Ramon, unless he can really get his act together quickly, I see him sliding down even more. If he doesn't, because these guys are getting better and better. This Mike guy, nobody saw that coming.
Well, we did.
Well, we did, yeah.
We called it. I said he'll be the dark horse. Go watch Power Hour.
That's true.
Also, purely on a selfish point of view, I'm very, very happy about Ashley getting second in the bikini, and also very happy that Andrew got 5th, not 6th, because I thought at one point they're going to give 5th to Hunter. So I was really, really happy because I imagine that Hunter was 6th. Brandau was 7th. I'd have had Bonac. I might have even had ahead of Brandau because I thought he looked fantastic tonight. I would have had, and then I probably would have had Curry in 9th, maybe. And I think Akeem, because he posed, must have got 10th. So Akeem must have placed over John Jewett, I think.
And Akeem was in that third call out too, wasn't he, this morning? He must have moved up quite a bit because he gets overlooked at almost every show. He's overlooked at the Arnold UK, but it seems that at night they find him and they kind of rejudge him correctly. But by then it may be too late. But the last 3 shows, Akeem's been in fantastic shape, man. Like,
I was at the LGK.
Peeled out of his mind, like in great condition. You have Mike Sommerfeld is my favorite physique in Classic, but he looks kind of like a bodybuilder in a Classic physique division. Hang on. I love that kid's look.
He turned pro at the same show that Wesley Vissers turned pro at. That was at the 2018 Royal London Pro. And Summerfield won the heavyweights in bodybuilding. And then he did 212 for a while and didn't really get anywhere. And then he went into Classic and he was 5th, 8th. And now this year he's 2nd. So, but I said on the Power Hour, I said in the last few weeks, I said he's going to be the guy that moves up.
Yeah.
So, but second place was incredible. I mean, I'm obviously disappointed with Wesley. I didn't. I was kind of expecting him to kind of come in and really do a little bit better.
But Breon looked great for 45 years old. Breon looked awesome.
Amazing. Very good. Very good.
45, and you see his hair. He's got a flat top. Almost. He's 45 freaking years old. Look at that, man. Yeah. But his legs are big. His legs haven't gone away at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually the worst he's ever done. I think his first year. No, he was 4th, I think, the first year. So this is actually the lowest. He's been in the top 5 every year that there's been a Classic Physique Mr. Olympia. He's won it twice. So if you want to talk about consistency, Bumstead has the most titles, but Breon has been up there every year. He has not been out of the 5.
Can I say something as well? I don't think I've ever seen a Mr. Olympia winning and so many people being so happy for him.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
they got it right. It's like there's no more.
Bonac jumped on him, Martin, Andrew, Hadi was happy for him. It was like everyone was just.
Yeah.
They get it right now, man. There's no more shady crap going on, right? So if you got the best physique on stage, you'll be rewarded, right? And we know tomorrow or Monday there'll be a video out like Tyler breaking down everybody's physique. But dude, Samson did just that overall look, the small waist for the guy that big and round, and that pulls a vacuum and a crucifix. That's rare. That's rare air. Like that just doesn't happen.
Do you know what I really liked? I really liked his front lat spread and his rear lat spread. I thought it was some fantastic shots. But the thing is though, we know he can still get better as well. We know he can get harder. He can get drier for next year. Because I'll be honest, I was expecting him to really pull it out the bag condition-wise, like he did at the Arnold last year when he won it, and also the Arnold UK where he really pulled it out the bag for Saturday. I felt like he kind of stayed the same almost as day one. But I know that he can really pull it out the bag for the second day. So that means he can still improve. He can still improve for next year. Maybe go win the Arnold Classic and go win that money. It's getting light here now. It's actually
he's made a lot of money the past couple years.
Yeah.
He's made him and Hadi. If you think about what Hadi's made from the Olympias to and both those two guys. You're coming close to $1 million prize money, like getting up there. And I'm sure in Iran, that money goes a long way in Iran.
That's what one of Hadi's friends said after the 2019 Olympia when he was third, because he said he should have won it. And he said, do you know how much that money is worth in Iran and all that, and how far that could go? But $250,000, I mean, that's not bad for Hadi. But I felt like it was judged right.
Yes.
And I'm glad they made this call because. They could have just played it safe, and I think that would have been a mistake. But I think this is what we want to see from Mr. Olympia. I want to see a tall, athletic guy. And the thing is, like now, the top three have all got Olympia title each, and it's going to make it very exciting for the next few years. Because I felt like Hadi looked good, but I didn't feel like I was seeing anything new with Hadi. I like his frontal bicep looked a bit more impressive, but apart from that, I felt like Hadi was as good as he'd ever been. And also, I felt like he'd lost a bit of crispness in the back that he got at the Arnold Classic, the two Arnold Classics. Yeah. So he kind of took. I think he actually look there. See that rear double bicep and his rear lat spread in Hadi was actually pin sharp at the Arnold, and I felt like he kind of lost that a little bit. He was great from the front and the side, but So I felt like it was more of the same from Hadi, which is great. But I felt like Samson was the one that improved the most.
Yeah. Milos probably wishes he was still his coach, but at the same time, I'm sure Milos is super happy for him because Milos felt all along that Samson should be Mr. Olympia because we were harping on the condition thing, and he was always arguing with us. #bodybuilding, #bodybuilding. He would say, one factor. It's not a conditioning contest, not a glute contest. Yeah. If he's got everything else and he's got the best total package, and his condition isn't quite as good. Which it wasn't. I think both Hadi and Derek were in better condition. Martin was definitely in better condition.
Oh yeah.
But overall package, this guy's massive. He's got great structure and shape, and the condition was good enough. So judges did the right thing. They didn't make it a glute contest for those who really hate seeing that new way of judging things. Let's talk about Andrew for a second though, because I really felt for Andrew. Now, they screwed up his music.
What happened?
He didn't even do his routine. He stopped and started 3 times and just walked off. Basically, just gave up.
He had language on there. They said the F word and the N word.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an operator error, but no. Okay, I got to apologize now to DJ Bretsky. Sorry, bud. I thought you screwed up, but it was actually some expletives. All right.
Yeah.
Couldn't you see Andrew and Samson in the top 2 next year?
Easily. Absolutely. I thought Andrew was going to win the show, Giles. I really after that Texas, I thought he's got everything that Mr. Olympia could have. Maybe he's not dug out glutes, but it's not a glute show.
But when he first came out, I mean, me and AJ messaged and I said, "Fuck, he's won it." And AJ said, "Yeah, I think he's won it. Yeah. He's won it." And then when he got called out, he was just left on that right-hand side, and that was it. He wasn't called out, and I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah. And it was like, okay, it's over. It's like, is he going to make 5th? I was thinking, shit, is he going to get 4th or does he get 5th? And then I was thinking, shit, are they going to give Hunter ahead of him? Is he going to get 6th?
I thought so too.
So and he looked actually quite relieved when he got 5th. You saw that, didn't you? He was like, thank God for that, because I bet he was thinking, because I wanted him in like sort of like 3rd, 4th place, I
thought Hunter got him. I thought Hunter was going to catch him at the night show. When they brought him back with the whole group from like 4th through whatever 10th. I thought, Hunter's catching up, but he's a 5th place bodybuilder in the world that wasn't 100%. So I think going to Arnold Classic, if he keeps the same size but take that size he has, and chisels that,
Yeah.
him and Samson can just be battling out because they're two giants, bro.
Yeah.
They're two
Both,
guys.
I mean,
big
Samson.
physiques.
Samson is. I know in April because I was with Mazan Ali, you know, the judge, head judge.
Yeah.
I was with him. We were in this bloody view bar in the middle of Budapest after the Hungary show in April, and we were talking about Samson, and we were wondering about his age. And Maz, we were disagreeing about the age. So Maz texted Samson, and Samson messaged him straight back and he says, "I'm 38." So Samson's like 38, maybe 39 now. Andrew's, I've got his date of birth. I think he's 39. So they're both the same age.
Wow.
So I could see them going back and forth for the next 3-4 years.
Do you agree? Phil Heath did a good job on the commentary. He basically echoed what we've been saying. Andrew still needs a couple things. He needs those hamstrings from the side. He needs bigger hamstrings and condition, because Samson's condition was better than this. I think Andrew's condition was better than this in Texas 7 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, whatever it was.
I like his abs. His midsection looked great. Andrew's midsection looks incredible. Like
when he brings up those two things, I could see him and Samson going back and forth with Olympia titles.
Yeah.
Condition can be fixed, but if you're 39, how much improvement can you make in your hams at 39 years old? Like the condition will be there, but
6'2".
That's a lot. That's a lot of meat to pack on that big frame, So without blowing out his proportions, but it's just fun. Remember a couple years ago, when Samson won? I thought Andrew won when he walked out that year. I thought he won the show.
Prejudging, I did.
I did. So he can find it. He has that. That's there, right? That combination of size and condition is there. It's just a matter of. And again, it's fine tuning that because this is what his sixth show, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's your fifth or sixth show is Mr. Olympia.
Ever.
Yeah. I mean,
so
he is 38, but he's so young in the sport.
Right.
He's just getting started. I mean,
his body's not beat up yet either. It's not from competing or he hasn't like destroyed his body yet from years of just use. So, it's fresh enough to where he can really improve. But I think he sets up a real challenger to Samson going forward because he's a big guy. Like,
well, what did I say to Samson? I've said it many times on the Power Hour and on things like this. I said to Samson 2 years ago, I said, look, if you can just do enough just to stay ahead of Andrew Jack, you'll go right to the very top. And I mean the very top, like the Olympia. And I feel like that still stands because I can see, like I said, if the Arnold Classic or the Olympia next year, I can clearly see those two going at it like Derek and Hadi have gone, or Jay and Phil, or Ronnie and Kai. I can see that being the top two, for the next.
And you can sell that too. That's a lot of hype right there too, man. Two big dudes from Nigeria going at it.
Yeah. Because the thing is, they're big guys, so there's a lot they can do with their frame. I mean, Samson can get better. Andrew can sure get better. Derek and Hadi, can they really get any better than they are now? Have they kind of peaked? Because like Derek kind of lost. He put on size, but for me, he lost lines and he lost that shoulder to waist impressiveness. The differential when he came out. Like remember in 22, we went the whole audience just gasped when we saw him do that kind of front relaxed. And then the frontal bicep and his lats just came from nowhere. And it's like that. He put size on, but he kind of lost a little bit of that. Kind of that shape,
And that's Derek's knockout. That's his superpower, man. That come out front double bicep, shock the world, get that first body blow in, and it sets. And even the front lat spread last year was it was a lot different, right? It was a lot different than it was this year. It didn't have the same look to it. You really couldn't almost see his lats from how he was doing it. His hands were in the front so much, as opposed to how it was before. So, but again, he may just need to do more shows just to learn your body more because he hasn't done a lot of shows either, right? So just but I don't know. Does he do the Arnold Classic?
Hang on, did somebody just say C-Bum second?
Yes. Very cool, Alan.
Very cool, Alan.
Okay,
you might be very cool, Alan, but you don't have much of an eye for physiques. I'm sorry, because
you're smoking some good stuff there, mate.
Bumstead just blew. Sommerfeld, don't get me wrong, he's the favorite. That's probably gonna be the most exciting show next year because it's wide open now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now it's once with Bumstead in there, it was like, okay, well, it's Chris and who else? No one really believed anyone was beating Chris for a long time until Chris decided to step down. Now that he has, it's going to be a battle next year. Ruffin will be back. All these guys are going to be back next year. No one else is retiring.
Any of those guys could win too. Like any one of those guys in Classic could be the next champion. So that is wide open as well. So it's just like the open men. Like it'll be a lot exciting. And maybe it could change hands. Damn, he looks great, doesn't he?
Wow. I couldn't get his arms.
Yeah.
His arms are huge.
Yeah. Everything was kind of like he knew this was it. So he went out flawless. Like absolutely. The back double was phenomenal. The condition, the skin color, his pulse. Look at that back double, man.
Yeah. Just
beautiful.
Flawless.
Jesus.
Flawless victory.
Yeah. And walking out on top. Like that's just the best way. That's a fitting end to his career. Like that's the way it was supposed to. Like that was the way it was written.
Denise, read the bottom. Read the bottom. Look at the bottom. See that thing that's moving? That's supposed to be I'm getting loopy here because it's so late. I got the results there for everyone. Top 5.
You're getting loopy. 7. I went to bed at midnight and we got up at 3 a.m. So I've had 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm a big baby. You know, you're a little more probably used to not sleeping. I'm just an old cranky man. Shame on all Olympia judges and managers.
Here we go. Here it goes.
I'm gonna guess by the name you wanted Hadi to win. But
oh boy.
I'm gonna get some heat for that. But I get it. The Hadi fans are not happy. The Derek fans are not happy. The Hunter fans. The only people that are happy right now are the Samson fans. It's just the way it goes.
Brazil is in a riot right now.
Dude, wow. Yeah, there you go. This is underwhelmed with the level of condition. Talk about Samson. Yeah, I mean, Samson's got room for improvement. Condition is something, and I bet he's going to get better. He wants to hold on to that title, I'm sure.
Yes.
He doesn't want to give it up after 1 year and be a one-hit wonder. He wants at least a couple years as Mr. Olympia champ. Especially, it's like Jake's going to keep bumping up the damn money every year too. If he can hold on to a couple years, it might be $1 million payday for the Olympia.
Yeah.
We're not that. Look at how far it's come in such a short time.
So this is our first. Apart from Ryan Terry last year, this is our first Olympia champion since Flex Lewis in 2018 in the 212. Our first Open Mr. Olympia since Dorian Yates in 1997. I mean, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I said to Lauren, I said this is really going to help our tours as well with it being, with having the men's physique and the Open Olympia titles in the UK. That's really going to help what we're doing with the Olympia All-Star tours, because obviously I'm flying Andrew Jack in business class next Saturday into the UK. I'm picking him up, doing a 7-day UK tour. Got a 3-day tour with the runner-up Ashley Coltwas, the 3-time Olympia champion. I've already got thoughts and ideas about who I want to do tours with next year, go multi-country tours. So I think it's really gonna add a little bit of added prestige as well to what we're trying to do with these tours. So hopefully people will be more receptive, and it's going to be more demand now. So I'm really, really happy. So yeah, congratulations to Samson and Marlena. I mean, just incredible.
Yeah, I agree with Mandy here. I had no faith in Samson winning the show based on what I saw in France, and especially what I saw at that press conference. I was like, there's no way now. Because before that, I was like, yeah, he might win this year. And after a couple days ago, I'm like, that's it, forget it.
He looked so soft when he took his top off. I mean, I zoomed in on it, and he looked so blurry and soft. Yes. He looked like several weeks out, and it just shows you when the tan goes on and the water goes out, and it's like so much can be done. I mean, he obviously knows his body well, and Marlena knows it.
Mix that secret sauce, bro. They're stewing in a pocket the whole time.
Yeah. Well, he did enough. It was a nice package. It was very aesthetic. I thought his routine was beautiful.
Oh my God, the routine was phenomenal for a big man to move like that.
The only one to put a decent routine on. The rest of the routines were shocking.
Oh,
honestly, I thought Raphael. I said to Lauren, I said, watch this, Raphael. This will be a good routine, and it was absolutely awful.
It's like there's no effort or there's no creativity anymore, dude. There's nothing like when Melvin came out. This is what you did. You were like, oh shit, or Kamali. But it's just, what's funny? Like last year, Derek's routine kind of nailed the Olympia. Like boom, that was it. And Samson's the same thing this year. That routine was like.
Brandon 2019. Remember when Brandon came out and did that amazing routine? It was like, oh, okay.
That's it. Nailed it.
He commanded the stage, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, let's give a little credit here to Martin Fitzwater for
wow,
what a debut, Olympia debut, 4th place, and we were talking on the group chat. He could have beaten Derek. I wouldn't have had any problem had he placed higher than Derek, but
I bet he had 1 or 2 votes.
yeah,
Guaranteed. I guarantee for the score sheet he did.
Yeah,
I mean, he brought his A game.
Probably would have been maybe like 1 or 2. One of them would have been eliminated. But I'm telling you, if they actually put the full scorings from all the judges, I bet you Martin would have had at least 1 or 2 third place votes over Derek. And I'm sorry to say that, but because when he actually stood next to Derek, I was like, holy shit! This is why you need. But this is why I wanted to see Andrew Jack next to Samson at the pre-judging, because I thought I want to see these 2 guys next to each other, because they're similar kind of physiques. And that's why I was glad that they put Martin next to Derek, because I thought we really need to see this.
And props to the judges for actually doing that. Dude, real quick, Martin, he didn't look out of place next to Derek. When they turned to the back, he was right there, the ab thigh. I mean, Derek maybe knew that too, because you can see the look on his face when Martin was next to him. Dude, Martin, I love that kid, man. That's one of my new favorite bodybuilders, bro. That kid is just he trains hard, heads on straight. You know what I mean? Just he's a meathead. He's a young meathead.
He really, really stole the spot that I think Nick Walker would have liked to have had.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think Nick, unless Nick really pulled out an amazing physique this year, I don't think he was beating what Martin brought.
That's fresh muscle. Martin's got that young, fresh muscle to him where, like right now, everything for him is clicking, and he's gonna keep growing. Listen, he at that age, man, you get a great rebound after a show. Maybe head into March, knock that out, get some more money. His future is so freaking bright, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? I saw some comments about like people have been like trolling like Dan Solomon saying about the prize money, and Dan says, "Don't worry, we're working on something." And I thought honestly, I didn't think anything of it. So when they did that 600K and then the 250K, I was like, I love the fact that they kept that under wraps. I love it. It's really. I bet Arnold's getting the phone call now, and he's like, Brian Powers is like, Arnold, they bumped it up. They've done it. They bumped it up to 600 because they would have kept. I think they would have kept that quiet because I think you and I, Ron, we probably would have found out somehow if we'd have known the prize money had been bumped up. So I think that was even between Dan and Jake. I bet they really kept that quiet until the very last minute because a lot of people, you look at people's faces, everyone was shocked, and I just know we would. I know that we would have found out beforehand if that news had got out to within any of the. The inner circle in anyone in the industry. So
there were no rumors at all. There was nothing at all said about that whatsoever.
Yeah, it's another thing that they did. Another cool thing I didn't get the footage was they gave out rings. Dan had whoever makes the World Series rings for Major League Baseball. They crafted special Olympia championship rings and they gave them out to who was there? We had Lee Haney, Ronnie Coleman, Samir Banut. Phil was there, Phil Heath. I think the only ones missing, Dexter. The only ones missing that are still alive were Dorian. Is he the only one missing?
Zane and Arnold.
Frank Zane Arnold, yeah. But everyone else was there, and they got some sweet ass rings. So Dan and Jake are they're really trying to step up their game. Every promoter is going to get crapped on for one. Oh, the lighting sucked, or this and that sucked. But you know what? I mean, they're doing the best they can, and they take criticism, and they try to come back better every year. Not having the open men go last. They listened and they did that this year. They're doing what they're trying to make this thing better every year. And so far, Jake's only had the show. This is the 5th year that he's had it. It's been better. It's been better and better every year.
2019 took it over.
Yeah. Was 2020 the first year that he promoted it though? It's his show.
Yeah.
2019.
What was it? 2020?
I think I think he bought it after 2019.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because then they had COVID.
Yeah, he bought it right before COVID hit, and he was like, "Oh no!"
God.
And he took a big financial hit those first 2 years. 20 and 21, the COVID years. Yeah. He lost a lot of money. He said this on Olympia TV. I was on the panel. He broke even the 3rd year, and last year they finally turned a small profit. And hopefully, this is a business, guys. They're supposed to make a profit. So if they did make a nice profit this year, good. Ron? They deserve it. Yes.
Ron, did you see my predictions on Facebook 21 hours ago?
No, but Here's what you had. Here's what you had on Power Hour.
Yeah, but look what I put on. Yeah, but this was after watching the prejudging.
Right. No, what
I said first place. This is 21 hours ago. Go to my Facebook, guys. You can see.
Okay.
First place, Samson, especially if he improves overnight like he did when he won the 2023 Arnold. Second, Hadi. Third, Derek. Fourth, Andrew. Fifth, Martin, but he will get fourth. Sixth,
I remember
Raphael. Sixth, Raphael. Seventh, Hunter. But then I said sixth, Raphael, but they will give it to Hunter, and I think that's what happened.
Okay, let's see. Let's prove. Let's just show people that we're not making it up. He actually did make these predictions. Well, let's see. It says my Olympia prediction is based on prejudging. First,
hang on. Look at the time. 22 hours ago. It says
22 hours ago. Wow. Okay. Well, you had the only things you shuffled there were Andrew and Martin.
Yeah, but look what I said though.
It said fourth, Andrew really deserved a better shot. The first call, they didn't move him. Fifth, Martin, but he will get fourth. Oh, okay, never mind. Raphael, sixth.
My wishful thinking.
I don't know if the scores are up anywhere yet. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I know from Friday they are. From Friday they're up already. And you know, real quick, that girl that took third at fitness, she was 8th place in the physique round in the fitness, and ended up in 3rd place the next day. And won the routine round.
It's up.
It's the women's physique were the only 2 classes I didn't see.
It was amazing.
We do have the results. Let's go to that. I didn't know they had it up that quick, but
damn,
give these people credit.
I saw the 212 results.
Oh, so it was Samson, Hadi, Derek, Martin.
Wow.
Andrew. Hunter was 6th place. Bonnet
was 7th.
Yeah. Brendau in 8th. Curry in 9th, Akeem 10th, and then it was out of the top 10 was John Jewett, John De La Rosa, Bruno Santos, Mama Foda, and
3 points for 3-point win for Samson.
So here's we didn't know who placed outside of top 5 in classic, so we know. So 5th was Brian. Yeah, 6th was Ozema. Jose Manuel Munoz,
22 years old.
Michael Daboul was 6th place. I'm sorry, 7th place. And Wesley was 8th place.
Yeah.
Matthew Menegate, Matthew Grego, and Al Darwin. I didn't even see 212 who got after top 5. Bikini, 212. So, okay, so.
Vito.
Oh, I didn't realize. 5th place was that Victor. You guys were talking about him quite a bit during when we were watching.
Shredded, man. He was dug out, wasn't he?
Zagarella from Italy was 6th place.
He looked good.
Muzi Maluleke from South Africa. Francisco, the youngster from Argentina. Now living.
He was good. That black guy, number 7, the Muzi, he was really good as well because I've never seen him before.
Ashkenani dropped down to 9th.
Lauren shouting he's from South Africa because she's South African.
Ah, that's right. Ahmad, that's the lowest Ahmad's ever been in Olympia, is 9th place. Ashkenani.
He was Father Time's catching up to him. Giles, the British fitness girl, was top 5. What's her name?
Oh, Rhea. No, that's fitness.
No, fitness.
Shelley.
Yeah, dude, she's great. Great routine, man.
Was she? Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Good.
She was 6th.
6th. Okay. She was 6th. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. That's great.
So here's another one that we went over this last night, but Sydney Gillen retired and got with 8 Olympia titles, and I think Jessica Reyes Padilla, I think she's been 2nd place for 2 or 3, at least 2 years.
Yeah.
A minute.
That's another division that's going to be wide open next year.
Dude, those girls are going to blow. They're going to be whoever wins. They're going to be huge. Because Sydney wasn't huge, but those girls are jacked and bigger. So they're
bodybuilders.
They're so dry and dug out. They got lines in their quad. It's insane.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good, guys. So if you want to see the full scores, ifbbpro.com has a tab on the homepage for the Olympia. It's got competitor lists, competitor and results. So click on results, get the full.
Can you go back to the Open? So
let's look at the point differences.
So oh wow. So Samson was 14 points. Hadi was 17 points. So it was pretty close. It wasn't straight first and straight seconds.
In fact, Derek is straight 30s.
Prejudging, Samson and Hadi were matched. So they pretty much had the same amounts of first and second. So they were neck and neck at prejudging. And then the night show, Samson got 3 more first place votes. He got 6, and then Hadi got 9. But you look, everyone had Derek third. Everyone.
Yeah.
So it looks like Martin got ahead of Andrew on Saturday.
Nice show, yeah.
He made up more point differences.
Who, sorry?
You could see that Martin and Andrew they each got one. Like Andrew must have gotten some 4th place votes, and Martin must have gotten some 5th place votes based on these point totals. Because Friday night, Martin had 23, Andrew had 29, and tonight it was 20 points for Martin, 25 for Andrew. So it was still a 9 point difference overall. But
Hunter was 5th looking the prejudging.
Wow, no kidding.
And then he
really
got 6th at the finals.
Yep, that's right.
Is there something I'm not seeing? In person, he looks. I love him in person when he's on, but it didn't look like from the back he was that hard, right? I didn't think he was. I didn't think I had him in 5th place.
Yeah,
in the prejudging.
Interesting. Well, that's good. So again, guys, ifbbpro.com for the score sheets of all the divisions. It's all up there right now. Wow, a lot of comments to get to. I'm only going to respond to stuff if there's like a super chat or something, because I think there was like 300 comments the last time I looked.
Wow,
that's a lot. Yeah, it's mostly for when it's a ton of comments, guys, like that. I can't really put them all up on screen. We'd never leave. And
you know what? I'm really happy for Bonac getting 7th. That's a hell of a comeback for him.
Yeah, he had a good year, man.
A good year.
Very good year.
Stop that screen.
And he was in shape for every show. He was in shape for every single show.
Yeah.
The Eye of the Tiger is accurate. It was Mystic Tiger, but now it's Eye of the Tiger. Damn, that guy predicted right. Yeah. Let's see how I did. Let's see. I had Derek. I was horrible. I had Derek winning. I had Hadi in 2nd. That's the only thing I got right. Yeah, that's the only one I got right out of all these. Was my 2nd place.
Look at Ronnie over my shoulder.
What's that?
Ronnie over my shoulder.
Oh, Ronnie? No, I can't see him. Oh, the MD cover. I got mine way back in the darkness back there in the bookcase somewhere. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
The judges called it right. I'm really happy about that. I'm so happy.
And they're transparent. They're real transparent about the score sheets are out already, like that quick after a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the judge. We have to hand it to they're always. The people that promote the shows, the judges, they're always, because they're the authority figures, they're always going to get crapped on. No matter whether they do a good job or a bad job, they're still going to get a lot of criticism. But I think they did a hell of a job. I didn't see too many decisions tonight that I was like, oh no, that was awful. I can't think of one that I was baffled by. Can you?
No, it's been like that for a couple shows too. You know, it's been pretty straight on and good judging for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Bubblegut is making a comeback, boys? No.
Oh, jeez.
We do like your title there. My back.
That's the best title. I love it.
Fuad will be going nuts now. Oh.
Oh yeah, my God.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what though? Fuad signed him to a 5-year contract before Samson had really won anything.
Oh shit.
I think
he had to renegotiate that now.
Well, the first show he won was the Prague in 2021, and I think that Fuad had already signed him to a 5-year contract even then.
Wow.
So that really, that's impressive.
His price is going to go up, I think, Giles.
Missy won.
His price is going to go up a little bit, I think, now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's renegotiate.
Got to renegotiate that contract, Fuad.
Ridiculous. Well, you said it was for 5 years, though, right?
Yeah.
So he can't negotiate it until the terms are up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he signed. It's a gamble for Fuad. Because if you sign a guy for 5 years and he's not even won anything yet, you know.
Yeah. What happened to shows are won from the back? That's a legitimate question.
Did you see his real outspread?
Yeah. If you're going it's sort of become the same thing as saying it's who's got the best glutes. That's how people are saying it. It used to be about the back development. Now when they say that, they're talking about conditioning from the back, which often is a lot worse than conditioning from the front. But if everything else, we're looking at the judges and everyone looking at total packages, front to back, top to bottom, size, shape, symmetry, everything factors in. So, yeah, Derek had the best back up there. I don't think anyone's going to argue that, but that doesn't win.
You always will.
That doesn't just win a show. I don't feel. Does anyone really feel like Andrew was being overlooked? I think he just didn't come in looking. He didn't look his best.
He looked happy with
can't overlook that guy. He's too big.
Well, someone who's addicted to fentanyl says Derek got robbed. Well, that sort of makes sense. I mean, you need to lay off the fentanyl, and then you'll see that Derek deserves third place.
He wasn't robbed. No, it was. I mean, the judges had him unanimous third, so I'm really glad that it was Derek and Samson the last two.
Yeah,
you know. He's got a drink. Did Hadi's shoulders look bad? I don't think they looked that bad this year.
They were okay. They're okay. They weren't too bad.
Yeah, I mean, people are always going to harp on something.
Yeah,
I feel like sometimes they're repeating things that they heard from past Olympia coverages.
Yeah. I think I reckon that Derek's going to roll straight into the Arnold Classic. I reckon because he's going to try and get some momentum back now.
Wow. It would be a smart move.
A lot of people really ripping on Samson's condition because
really
his condition could it could have been better, but that's one factor out of an entire
tiny waist, the beautiful posing.
He's the only one that had a really good posing routine.
Yeah.
That's what he won People's Champ for a reason. The people,
because usually that's a bit of a consolation prize, isn't it?
Usually,
I mean, he had enough of everything, right? And again, we weren't there, and you can't see the exact conditioning on that video, right? I guarantee he was looked way better in person. Well, the judges were; they got it right.
Yeah. Sometimes people will make it post like 5 times just in hopes that we're going to put it up there. Trash condition. It wasn't trash condition. Why they never put Andrew next to Samson? Andrew was never in the running for a top 3. The way he was looking, you know, he'll be back better. But this was not his day. It wasn't his weekend. Not the best look for him. They need to go back to drawing board, build some hamstrings, come back with better condition, and he could be fighting Samson. And you know what? I'm going to make a bold statement here. 2 or 3 years from now, I think we could see the top 3 at the Olympia be in no particular order: Samson, Andrew, and Quinton Aria, Quint Beastwood. Why? Because he's Nigerian. That's why. I mean, 6 foot. He's 6'1". That's why. He just needs some work, but he's got a lot of potential. That kid. Yeah, Giles shaking his head. I know he's kind of failed to deliver on a couple occasions. His female coach, Andrew, exposed. Martin was much more complete and shredded. I think we've got everything covered, guys.
I was happy Martin got 4th. I thought he looked great. Yeah,
Coach Sears alive did so much. All right, guys. I don't. What's this? The standard to give me a title is universally deserved to win. What? Cape Buffaloes. There's a Cape Buffalo and a water buffalo are 2 different type of buffaloes. First of all, you need to watch a little more Animal Planet. Even I know that.
Oh, people are absolutely insane. This is hilarious. I'm so entertained by the comments of this shit.
Oh boy, I mean it's always no one's ever. Again, the only people happy right now, the winners fans are the only ones that are ever really satisfied and happy. Everyone else is bitter, salty, as the young kids say. It is what it is.
Salty. They say that. Did they say that again? And they brought it back. We said that of the 80s thing too.
Samson's great in ambassador. Well, he's not afraid of competing. Like,
no.
What do you guys? I bet he does the Arnold. What do you guys think?
I think so.
Yeah, he probably will. He probably.
Did he say?
Yeah. I'm going to go for the next 3 years. I'm going to scoop up all that prize money.
He just beat everyone in the world except for Nick Walker. And I don't think he's worried about Nick Walker anymore.
No, not anymore.
So yeah, why not get another $500,000? You know what the hell? stack that paper, as the young kids say. I love that paper. I love
so much money. Like,
right, so
Ronnie got like 60K. Ronnie got like 100.
I know, right? Jay got a Hummer. Hey, Ronnie got a Hummer.
Oh, I want to explain this for anyone listening. Why did they ban my? They pulled my video because I was using a lot of the footage from the live stream that I had taped clips of. I have seen other videos out there. I won't say who's. Some creators that have. One of them has 2.5 million subscribers. Another one has almost 1 million. One of them used 10 minutes straight of the pay-per-view in his video. Didn't get a copyright strike. I don't know. I'm not going to rat him out and get everybody banned, but I got the video pulled and I got a copyright strike. So that's why I wasn't using. I'm going to wait until it's safe to use that footage. I still have it all loaded up and taped, but yeah, you can't use a bunch of the pay-per-view because was it 75 or 80? It was $80.
$80.
So they made a nice profit, and anytime somebody is using a ton of that footage, it's keeping a lot of people like you guys from buying the pay-per-view. It's literally taking money out of their pocket. So, I'm not the victim here. I'm not complaining. So that's why they did it. All right, guys. It's late, so let's get a closing statement from each of you, and we'll keep it out. We'll start off with UK because they have all the champions tonight, and it's very early in the morning.
I take full credit.
It's already Wednesday over in the UK. If you didn't know that.
I take full credit for everyone that was British that did well.
So Giles, final statement, final impressions on the 60th annual 2024 Olympia.
It was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, I'm very sad that I couldn't be there, but what an Olympia. Like I said, the judging was very fair. I thought Keon, Chris Bumstead, they were the two most outstanding kind of clear winners in my eyes. But obviously, Samson and Ryan Terry winning was huge. I was so happy that Missy got a title back after injuring herself last year. That was a huge comeback story. Yeah. We've got Sydney Gillen and Chris Bumstead, who are seemingly unbeatable in their categories, retiring. So it makes it very exciting for next year. I predicted Andrea Shaw winning as well after she lost to Angela Leo at the Rising Phoenix. So that was exciting as well. But what a show. We'll be back next year, and hopefully we'll hold on to that Olympia title for a few years.
Fellow Brit says, well done staying up, HL. It's okay.
I'm dying. I'm literally dying on my feet right now. I've had 3 hours sleep, and I don't know whether I could sleep now. Lauren's just gone to the gym to do cardio.
Oh, geez. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. He's literally been up all night long. It's 3 a.m. for me and Mike.
2-3 hours sleep, and she's gone to the gym now to do a cardio because she wants to win her pro card in December now.
Well, she's still a youngster. We're all. No, you're not 50 yet, Giles. You're the youngster out of this group.
I'm training back later on, so I'm going to get a bit of sleep, get some breakfast, and go to the gym. And that's the gym where I took Samson as well. So they're going to be because he came up and obviously drove up, and I got him a hotel where I put Ronnie and Phil and everyone, and I said, "You're going to train?" He said, "Yeah, go on then." So I took him to my gym, like 5 minutes away, Legends, and he had a session. So so I'm so happy for Samson Marlene. It was absolutely incredible. The right man won. And like I said, did you see how happy even Hadi was? Even Hadi was happy. Everyone jumped on Samson. They're all happy for him. Amazing. Wow.
Yeah. Hurricane Milton ravaged Tampa, Florida, brings us Big Mike Cox. We're glad that you and Mandy are safe and sound, and you stayed up all night to watch the Olympia with us. So closing thoughts, Big Mike Cox.
Dude, this is the greatest time of year. Like, our intermediate heads get to come together and enjoy this shit. I still get excited for this, and seeing Samson win, I jumped in the air. I was like, yes, man. He said, what are you doing? Samson won. You're so happy for the guy. It's just this is our sport, bro. We've been doing this since we were like teenagers. Just seeing Samson and Bumstead. We have a new group of kids like with that we're not used to, right? We're getting used. We bitch and moan and right, but this is a great show, great competitors, great production. I just love it, bro. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I've had a few, still going pretty good. So we have a couple hours, have some food, got the munchies a little bit.
Yeah.
Gonna watch Sports Center. Yeah, bro. So
yeah, I'm going to echo what most of you guys said. Is this was a great Olympia, the 60th annual. I think all of us who've been around the sport a long time, we have a lot more confidence and faith in the judging now than we ever did before. You can never please everybody. That's impossible. But I think they do the best job they can of being fair and objective. There were days when the winners were picked ahead of time. There were days when your sponsor determined how well you're going to play. There was some shady crap that went down back in the day. It's not like that anymore. We have this whole new fresh crop of superstars, a whole new generation of top pros across all the divisions. We still have some of the veterans hanging on. It's a great time for bodybuilding. Even us cranky old guys like me, 55 years old, I came up in the Lee Haney and Dorian eras, and I'm not going to be that guy that says everything was way better then. No. It's the sport has grown. It's thriving now. It's got all these extra divisions. the money these people are getting is so much better. I mean, I think Lee Haney was winning like $50,000 or $60,000 for Mr. Olympia back when I started. So it's better for the athletes, better for the fans. You know, we have these. You don't have to travel to the shows if you can't afford it. You spring for 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks, whatever, and you see it in 4K right there in the comfort of your own home. So for so many reasons, it's a great time for bodybuilding. It's a great time to be a pro bodybuilder. It's a great time to be a fan of bodybuilding. So I'm here for it. I'm glad that we're still kicking.
Now, of course, I've got Andrew Jack flying in next Saturday, and we've got Ashley Coltwasser in November. But myself and Lauren are going to be doing the live stream commentary at Romania. And I'm going to be there because Lauren can't make that one. I'm going to be there at the EDLS Prague show as well. So I'm really, really excited for that as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So obviously,
more honest commentary.
This is only for you guys in the UK are going to be able to participate in this. But just one final plug. We have Andrew Jack coming on the All-Star Tour. Best place for information on that is, I guess, Giles's Facebook. Yeah.
Click on that picture on the right, the small one. Oh, no, the right there.
Here we go. There's all the dates. Stoke, Birmingham, Wales, Kent, Medway, Glasgow, Northern Ireland. You guys are you're hitting every part of the United Kingdom, it looks like.
Yep.
Literally.
I'm doing a lot of flights as well, so we don't have to do a lot of driving. So, because the driving can really zap your energy, and I want to keep Andrew's spirits up and stuff. So we're doing a lot of flights.
You can't drive to Ireland. They don't have a tunnel from
hovercraft.
Do they have a tunnel under the ocean there too, or is that just
no.
That's just to France on the other side?
The old bridge.
Okay. There's no bridge, is there? You're just messing with me. I don't know. Obviously, my geography sucks. I have no idea.
Oh, neither do I.
Hey, Rob, do you know the word gullible's been taken out of the dictionary?
What? I heard a good one. I heard a good one. I saw a reel. Woman yelled at a guy, says, "Hey, you know what, guys? You know what guys with big D's here all the time?" And he goes, "No." She goes, "Of course you wouldn't." Something like that. But anyway, had to end it on a joke. 3 a.m. It's the witching hour. Got to be very careful with paranormal activity at this time. So gonna say thank you so much to these two gentlemen, Big Mike Cox in Tampa, Florida, Giles Tiger Thomas all the way in the United Kingdom, me over in New England, Boston, Mass area. Appreciate all you guys all around the world, guys. There's probably a couple girls, maybe like 2 out of 10,000 that watch these videos and take place in the live chat. So yeah, more content. Tomorrow I'll do something live where you guys can just throw out your opinions and stuff. But that will wrap up our official Olympia coverage here at the Ron Harris Muscle channel.
Coming back to the UK. Diddle-diddle-diddle.
Congratulations, UK. You guys have yourself another champion. So that's it, everybody. Have a great weekend. What's left of it, a great morning, because it's not nighttime and it's morning wherever you are in the world right now. And that's it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.